David,
All right.
let's go to work. David. You're right here.
Come in.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, my name's David Freund.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Do you mind if I take a seat?
Go ahead.
Well, it's great to meet you.
You as well.
I was in contact with Raphael.
Yes.
And Raphael, I spoke a little bit to him about Salon Biz and Neil Harris Corporation, and he saw that it could be a great potential for your business, so that's what I'm here to discuss today.
Okay.
How are you doing?
I am good. It's been a busy day, but other than that, all positive.
Very good. So I'm here and I'm going to ask you a couple questions about your business, and really what I want to see is if Salon Biz is the right fit for your business. First of all, Neil Harris Corporation, we've been doing business for 65 years.
Okay.
Specifically, we've been in the salon industry for about 35 years. And myself, I actually graduated from UCF studying marketing, and it was always my passion to get involved with the salon industry after graduation, and that's how I got involved with Neil Harris, and that's why I'm here.
What made you passionate about the salon industry?
I grew up with a bunch of sisters who were all very interested in styling, specifically hairstyling, and my mother had her own business growing up that I was also working with operating. So as I was studying marketing and working in my mom's business, I was always thinking, is there a way I can integrate the two and help further promote and make salon businesses more efficient?
Very neat, okay.
So how did you get involved with the salon industry?
Yeah, so really for me, I had just a passion for international type of travel and work and in the hospitality spectrum. So, really it became an opportunity to be a part of a fantastic hotel association, and really just getting to be a part of such a fun part of people's lives and helping kind of take that to the next level. So that's how I ended up where I am today.
Awesome. So do we still have the 20 minutes to meet today?
Yeah, I think we're probably at like 19 now, but
19, that's fine. And I wanted to give you my business card.
Okay.
So in the future,
I have mine as well.
Thank you. So if you have any questions or concerns, you can contact me.
Okay, perfect.
So how long have you been working with the salon industry?
So I've been with Raphael now for about 2 years.
Okay. Very cool. And does anyone else need to be here?
Not for this initial meeting today.
Okay,
no.
perfect. So I'm just going to go over a couple questions. What is the current management system that you are using?
In terms of software,
Yes, ma'am.
so right now we really are primarily doing more of a manual system. I can't say that we have anything super automated in place.
Okay. So when you say manual system, so are you importing into an Excel spreadsheet?
I think a little Excel, a little Microsoft Outlook. I think we may have like a basic system we're using. I don't deal with like the reservations as much.
Okay.
That's more done by one of my support employees, so I don't know the exact system.
I understand. Okay, so if you want to track your business's growth and potential, how are you doing that?
In terms of potential, I think we're just kind of looking at revenue. I know how much on average a customer will spend per visit, but those are kind of the biggest metrics we have right now.
Okay. And specifically, how do you handle your inventory processing? So all of the activities that take place ultimately to repurchase inventory.
Again, basic system online. I think again it might be like a Excel or an Excel spreadsheet or something.
Okay, and do you know on average how much time you're spending a week dealing with the repurchasing?
So for me personally, I'm not working on that as much.
Okay.
That again is handled by my support employee, but I could guess a couple of hours. I'm not really sure.
So about 2 hours per day?
Sure. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know exactly what goes in day to day for
I understand.
her, but you can put that down, sure.
Okay, and it's your employees that are handling the visual, what's in stock, what needs to be repurchased.
Yeah, my support employee, I'll kind of, we'll connect. If I do notice something, I'll mention it to her.
Okay.
And we kind of track it that way. We'll get feedback from our different beauticians. I'll let her know. But again, that's something that I'm not as hands-on with.
I understand. Okay. So how many employees do you have in your resorts, specifically your salons? Because I know that you have multiple resorts and you have salons in each of these resorts. So on average, how many employees do you have at each of your salons?
Yeah, so what I can tell you in my specific my salon, it's me, my support employee, and then we have 6 beauty consultants.
So if I understand correctly, it's a total of 8?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, with all of us.
Okay, and the other 6 employees, do you mind me asking what you're paying them per hour?
So it ranges. With the hairdressers, they actually pay a certain fee to rent the salon booth, and then from there, they just take home whatever they bring in to the salon.
So they're paying to rent the booth that they're going to be styling. So how are funds worked with handling inventory? So you told me that they're spending about 2 hours a day to go and visually see what's in stock. How are they compensated for that? Is that part of the responsibilities and part of the task of renting the chair, or is that something on the side that you're...
Yeah, so that's part of kind of, what the fee would be to rent the spot, and included in that we do provide some of the supplies.
Okay, I understand. Perfect. Are there any concerns you have with integrating into a new software, taking a lot of the day-to-day tasks that you're using, through inventory and checking, growth potential? Are there any major concerns or things that you would like to see in your new software provider?
There's, a lot of different things I think we could benefit from right now. I think automation in general can be good. I think a big concern for me is automation to me means dollar signs.
Absolutely.
So it can definitely be very expensive, but like within the actual program, something where that would be a little more streamlined across our resorts would definitely be beneficial.
Okay, and what specifically would you like to see streamlined?
Just having one system. As I mentioned, I don't even know what
you're working
we're
with
using.
Excel and Word.
Who knows what our other resorts are using? Hopefully something similar. We're not losing money, so something's working over there. But having a consistent thing with that, and then right now our support employee is doing all the scheduling.
I see.
Which can get a little complicated for our guests. One person trying to handle all of that while also doing inventory. So I think something that people could access from other areas would be beneficial as well.
Okay, so that support employee, they're handling the scheduling, rescheduling, they're just ultimately coordinating between clients coming to the salon to get scheduled. And you mentioned that's a lot of time that they're spending on this service, but if you had to break it down, how many hours per week would you say that they're spending doing this?
I would say the majority of their time, because sometimes we're not even able to get back to our, potential clients to confirm. So, I would say at least 40 hours a week.
At least 40 hours a week.
And with still, not being able to confirm every appointment.
Okay, and the main different thing that is different between the support employee and the rest of the employees is your support employee, you're actually paying out of your pocket to help with the managerial processes and help manage the salon itself.
Our support employee is on hourly, yes.
Okay, and what are you paying your support employee?
I think it's like minimum wage.
So about $8 an hour?
Sure.
Okay, so I just want to make sure we're on the same page. So you're looking at spending about $320 a week to pay your support employee to handle the scheduling and rescheduling. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's probably something around that.
Okay. One of the things SalonBiz was designed to do from day one is to streamline the scheduling and, more importantly, the rescheduling. Because I understand it can be frustrating when a customer schedules an appointment, family crisis does happen, and then they need to reschedule. They leave a message, they don't leave their name or phone number, and now you're backtracking to figure out who goes in what spot. Based off of the information you told me, you're spending about $16,600 per year just in paying your support employee to handle the scheduling. If you could relocate the money, the $16,000 a year, how do you think that could affect your business?
I wouldn't consider that as much of an issue for us.
Okay.
I don't mind having the support employee, but I'm sure there are things we could reinvest in. There's a whole list of things, but...
So, for example, if your support employee did not have to spend the majority of their time dealing with scheduling and rescheduling, where could that employee reinvest their time to benefit your business for further growth and potential?
I'm sure there's a variety of areas they could do that.
Absolutely. Do you think, the scheduling service alone, being able to save $16,000 and help your support employees save the time to reinvest into other parts of your business. Do you think that's something that would be worth discussing with Raphael?
Potentially. I mean, I guess depending on what, the system can offer.
Okay, absolutely. So I'm just going to write down right here that one of the main things you could potentially save about $16K per year.
Well, that'd be if we got rid of the support associate.
Well, we can always keep them and then
Okay.
reinvest their time into other activities to help benefit the business.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not against, firing employees because technology replacing them. I just
Right.
believe in reinvesting human capital for further benefit of your business.
Fair enough.
One of the other things I was curious about, how much in funds are you processing by credit cards?
I'll be honest, I don't have that information on
Okay.
me.
Okay, no problem.
It's not as much, that's not too much of an issue for us. But I mean, I'm sure we pay a nice fee for that.
What would you say is one of your major issues then?
And as I mentioned, I think just giving more people access to being able to do the scheduling, so it's not just one person just doing that all day. And then I definitely think something with real-time reporting, so we can make sure the staff is there when we need them. So, instead of our support employee having just to keep calling everyone like, oh, this day is picked up with more customers, everyone can kind of just check that schedule so we can make sure enough people
I
are on
understand.
shift.
And that's one of the main features of Salon Biz is our whole HR integration. So we're able to do clock-ins, clock-outs. We're able to measure productivity of employees to see which customers they are servicing. So with that in mind, do you see how Salon Biz could help you manage your employees coming in, coming out, seeing ultimately how productive they are?
I mean, yeah, if that's a feature that you all offer, that could definitely be beneficial.
Do you have a current way of measuring your employees' productivity?
I mean, we do obviously track on a calendar, like if someone's schedule
Okay,
is
so
less
it's
full,
manual.
Yep,
It's manual.
exactly.
So really what you're looking for is a service that you can access anytime, anywhere, no matter where you are on any device. Your employees need to be able to see the information that you're providing. Is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that's perfect. And that's exactly how Salon Biz was designed from day one. Super easy to use. We kept in mind that we're going to be working with customers just as yourself who need to be able to open up the software and manage it. Are there any other concerns or things you're looking?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely sounds great. Systems can definitely get complicated. Especially since we've had kind of our own manual thing going on. I'm just a little concerned about everyone ramping up on this new technology, and is that going to even slow us down more? I don't know.
So you're concerned about the transition from working with the manual processes you're working with now into, the new system that's going to help streamline a lot of these methods.
Yeah,
Is that your concern?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Do you mind if I open up a quick product demo to
Go
show
for
you?
it.
Great. So like I was saying, when we designed this software, we really wanted to make it as user-friendly as possible. We wanted you from, the second you open it to have a feeling of where you can work in the software and see how you can implement it into your own business. So if you take a look here at our product demo, you're going to see we have a vast array of tutorials to work with the software.
Okay.
So if your customers are, if your employees are confused on how to work with something, they have this easy support guide to go in, dig through the videos, keyword, hey, I need to know how to clock out, no problem. Quick video tutorial to show them how to do that.
Yeah.
On top of that, we have 24/7 support to help back me. So if you ever have any concerns and you need to talk to a live person, zero wait hold time.
Okay.
So you'll call, immediately be able to answer. Does that make you feel better? Does that address your concern?
Yeah. Now, I mean, I do see you're on Safari, which is the internet, and let's be honest, the internet in Cuba can be pretty in and out. So, I mean, what happens if our internet connection just decides not to work one day? Are we not going to be able to have access to our system?
Okay, so there's two methods. I was aware that Cuba's internet connection, because they don't have the infrastructure to keep it stable, so there is a possibility for that to go out. Salon Biz can operate on internet or through telephone connection. So if you have a cell phone and let's say the internet does go out and you still have your cell phone, your smartphone, and your employees, you're still able to access all the information that you needed. On top of that, we also have a offline version of the software as well, so you can still input customer information, you can still input appointments that you need to schedule.
Yeah.
I know that Cuba's internet will then come back online and then everything will be updated and available to the rest of your customers and your employees.
Okay.
Does that make you feel better?
Yeah, no, definitely.
Great. Are there any other concerns that I have not addressed?
Well, I mean, we want to be the best.
Absolutely.
So I mean, who else is using this? Like, what other hotel associations are using this right now?
Okay, so the main hotels are based in the United States.
Okay.
So with the transition of the Cuba-United States relationship, you're going to be seeing a huge influx of tourists going from the United States to visit beautiful Havana and the rest of Cuba. So we're working domestically. We're working with Hilton and several other hotel chains.
Okay.
And so we're looking to cross the borders and become partners with your hotel resort to broaden our reach, because we saw a huge potential. And we both know that you're going to be seeing a huge increase in demand. So one of our focuses is to help you expect the demand and be able to continue on your day-to-day processes by streamlining and helping your business become more efficient, saving you time and money.
Okay.
Does that answer your question?
Sure.
One of the other things I wanted to talk to you about is, how are you currently managing your marketing campaigns?
Our marketing campaigns?
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, I'm a little, got some skills on Facebook and Twitter, but that's about it right now.
Okay, so are your customers able to book appointments through your Facebook page or your website?
No, that's the same thing. They have to call in and book through our support employee.
Okay. So being able to book through Facebook or, let's say, the website 24/7, any time of the day, is that something that you could see could help benefit your customers?
Absolutely.
Great. And how are you tracking your marketing performances? So, how are you measuring the reach of your customers? So how many impressions are you gaining during what time of the day? How are you able to collect that information based off of your current marketing strategies?
I mean, we don't really have a way at this point in time.
Okay. Having that flexibility to be able to attain that information, is that something you would be interested?
Yeah, absolutely.
Very great. So based off of just what we've discovered, we see that you may need help with inventory purchasing to help streamline that process. We're also looking credit card purchasing. You might be able to significantly save money, because you mentioned that you didn't have the information available, but I know that SalonBiz has one of the lowest transaction charges in the entire world at 1%. So there can be huge potential for saving money there. So between everything we've discussed, do you think that this is something that we should bring to Raphael's attention to see how we can better integrate a partnership between our businesses?
Yeah, I definitely think it would be beneficial to, kind of present him with some of the offerings.
Okay. Would scheduling a meeting between all three of us next week work for you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Great. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
No problem. Good job.
Yeah, no. Stop. Can I stop it?
It's not that fancy of a screen.